What's up, YouTube? Agent Zero here, and today I'm going to be showing some gameplay of the Vigilance Wing and Quickfang. The Vigilance Wing is an exotic pulse rifle in Destiny 2. It takes up that kinetic slot, and the Quickfang is a sword that can only be used by hunters in Destiny 2. So let's talk a little about Vigilance Wing. With the most recent patch in Destiny 2, Vigilance Wing did get a little bit of a buff. Now, Vigilance Wing was always a decent pulse rifle to use. It did find a niche when it first dropped. It was a decent exotic, it was a decent pulse rifle, but kind of fell out of favor. People didn't like the slower fire rate. It was okay to use, didn't have great range. With the patch, the Vigilance Wing definitely got better. Obviously, when you are given a buff, anytime you're given a buff, you've definitely gotten better. The Vigilance Wing is definitely better. However, I'm not sure I would trade an auto for it. If you are a player who typically uses an auto rifle, you may not necessarily find success with the Vigilance Wing over using that auto rifle. However, if you are more of the medium type range player, you may be okay with the Vigilance Wing. And again, something to note that because the Vigilance Wing is in that kinetic slot, if you're a Uriel's Gift user or a Positive Outlook user, then you can still equip the Vigilance Wing and still have one of your favorite 450 autos equipped. So it's not something that you maybe necessarily need to trade out for. However, you are going to have to trade. You may have to get rid of your Mida or your Nameless Midnight or Better Devils in order to equip the Vigilance Wing. So that's just something to keep in note. Do you really want to do that? Is the Vigilance Wing a gun that you want to use over those guns? Does it have a place with those guns? And so my opinion with the buff that came out, I wouldn't necessarily say that the buff made the Vigilance Wing better than any of those guns that I just mentioned. It definitely made it more usable, but I'm not sure it made it better than those guns. Now, this could be a matter of my playstyle. It definitely did well. I'm not really a fan of... it still has a slow fire rate. They buffed it a little bit, but it still is pretty slow. It also has, obviously, the 5-round burst. When nearby allies killed, you gain health regeneration. So obviously, with the team shotting still running rampant within Destiny 2, that is something that is definitely useful as well, in trials especially. And so let's get on to the Quickfang. The sword, which is used a lot by a lot of players. If you're using a sword and you're on the hunter, you're most likely using the Quickfang. Now, with the ammo given to have more power ammo dropped, more heavy type weapons are important now. Now that heavy slot is a little bit more important because you're going to have the opportunity to get those power weapons more often. As you saw just recently, I got that triple kill where I was able to kill 3 of the opponents in rapid succession with the Quickfang. You can end up getting a little campy. You can see as I'm kind of getting a little campy. I'm trying to hide behind walls waiting for opponents to come up. I do make a couple of mistakes when I'm playing with both the Vigilance Wing and Quickfang. But both of these guns are definitely very good. I definitely recommend trying out Vigilance Wing, seeing how you like it. As I said, I'm not sure I'd prefer it over the Better Devils or one of my 450s if I'm using a 450 in that kinetic slot. I do really like Orman's Anvil a lot. I also like the Origin Story. I'm not sure I'd prefer this gun over the Nameless Midnight, although that could depend on the type of ranges you're firing at. But that's just my opinion. I would rather go into a gun battle with the Nameless over the Vigilance Wing. But As you can see, in some of these gun battles, I am able to win them despite that slower fire rate. I am able to go on a tear a little bit with the Vigilance Wing. So it is very usable now. It's a gun that you're probably going to want to check out just to try and get a feel for it. Maybe if once you get used to the recoil, you'll like it a little bit better than I do. It does have, like right there, as you can see, I died to a Vigilance Wing, and that's probably because I just wasn't really able to control the recoil as well as I should have, maybe if I had a little bit more time with the gun. So that's just something, maybe get used to the recoil a little bit. You may find a lot of success with this gun. But ultimately, that's up to you. If you want to check out this gun, I will not recommend against it because, like I said, it is doing pretty well in PvP right now with the buff. But just my opinion, I would still prefer to use something like Orman's Anvil or the Nameless Midnight over this gun if I'm using those in the kinetic slot. Like I said, you can always equip this gun and have Uriel's in reserve just in case you don't really like this gun and you don't feel like switching guns during the match. You can always just change that Uriel's. So overall, I did pretty well with it. I definitely like the buff, giving a little bit more guns, a little bit more usability. I don't like the increased power ammo, but that's just my opinion. Maybe some of you guys like that. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. I did pretty well in this match, not too bad. I think I ended up with 21 kills, a 3.0 KD. If you did enjoy this video, if you enjoyed watching this Vigilance Wing and Quickfang gameplay, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more Destiny 2 content. Well, until next time, peace!